right, thanks for joining us. I know all you ski bums out there are just itching to get back out there on the mountain, and I've got some good news for you. Vail Resorts, among others, have listed some projected opening days for when they believe the mountains will be rideable. Beaver Creek is expected to open around Thanksgiving, while Vail is hoping to be open by the 10th of next month. Breckenridge expected to be open around the same time as Vail, and Crested Butte we should be seeing open come the end of next month. Keystone, as always, looking to welcome everyone as soon as possible, and hopefully could be opening their doors as early as this month, so we have ASAP written there, just in case. Double-checked Copper's website a day ago or so, and they're thinking they'll be up and running by November 13th, so we're just around the corner from a brand new season. Well, the regular season for fall sports is starting to wind down here in the Centennial State. Friday afternoon, Vail Mountain School played their last regular season scheduled home game against BASALT. Sitting at 9-3-1 on the year, the reigning Class 2A Gore Rangers were looking to close out their last regular season home game on senior night with a win over BASALT. Both teams matched up evenly in the first half and no goals were scored, but moving over to the second, BASALT puts one up, but VMS will answer on a handball that was called in the box. Rutley Heineman takes the shot and nails it to tie up the game at 1 apiece. BASALT will catch the refs later in the right moment with little time left in the game as they get a free kick to take the lead. Calam Ingles nails it and the Longhorns go up 2-1. The blue team doing everything they can to stay undefeated on the season at home, but it wasn't in the stars. BASALT spoils Vail Mountain School senior night as they take the win over the Gore Rangers 2-1. This marked their 6th win of the season, and head coach Salvador Cruz caught up with us for post-game chat. All right, so we're here at Vail Mountain School where BASALT just knocked off the Gore Rangers 2-1. Standing with me, head coach Salvador Cruz. Coach, what'd you like from your team today?
They went out there, did everything they could, nothing to lose. I said leave it out on the pitch, and that's exactly what we came and pulled it off.
And I think your record doesn't exactly speak for your team. You guys just got your 6th win of the season, but I think you guys are capable of so much more. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. Day in, day out, we put in the effort in practice. Sometimes it's not up to par, but, I tell the boys that if they want to go out and win games, they got to put in the effort.
Okay, and you guys came up with the goals at the right times, it seemed like, in this game. You came into the second half after a stalemate in that first half. Got your first goal on the book. Vail Mountain School rallied back, got that PK in the goal, but then you guys answered with a penalty kick of your own. What were the emotions there when you got that penalty kick and you took the 2-1 lead late in the game?
Oh, my goodness. It felt great. I said, we're up 2-1. Let's try to hold it off. I was really surprised that the Vail goalie got a yellow for hitting the crossbar. I don't know if that's a new rule that's been implemented or not. Maybe he was doing it to taunt the kicker. However, 2-1. And I said, let's stick it out. Let's win this game. And that's exactly what we did.
And this is a good Gore Rangers team that you just beat on their home turf. They've got 9 wins on the season, and they're well known around the state. They're the reigning Class 2A state champions. What does a win like this do for your program? What sort of spark does it bring to your team?
My gosh, I find it absolutely encouraging, empowering. Telling these boys, what are the results after every other match? Win some, lose some, tie some. But hey, I said, let's go out there and let's get a W. Let's get a goal early. It encourages the younger boys. I got maybe 6 or 7 seniors that are leaving us. So hopefully our next year will be a building program, obviously, but hopefully it'll give them a little boost and encouragement to come out here and do exactly what we did today.
And after you guys shook hands, great sportsmanship there. You booked it straight to the other side of the field to celebrate with the fans. What was that moment like, just celebrating with your team, with your fans?
It was amazing. Great feeling. I think this is one of our first, if not very few wins we have on Vail on their own turf. And just running over to the team and to the parents, a lot of the parents are saying, we want you to coach this team, to keep coaching. And so that's my passion. That's what I love to do. I went over there, got all smiles, all hugs, so it's all good.
Okay, and you guys still got another game left on the season. I believe it's Roaring Fork, right?
Yes, Roaring Fork and then Aspen in Aspen.
Okay, well, what do you need to do to close out the regular season 2-0?
You know, Rowan Forks is going to be a great team to battle up against, especially on our home turf. We seem to do a little better on our home court. Aspen, I know, is going to be a little tougher. It's up in Aspen on their home turf, so I think every team plays a little greater, I guess, should say, on their own home turf. So it'll be tough. But if we can close out 2 more games, that'd be awesome. That'd be a great way to end our season. And if we make it into the playoff section, it could be 1 or 2 games. Hopefully, we can keep getting those W's.
Anything you'd like to add?
No. Thank you to the Vail Football Club for being out here with us, for having us. It's a great win for us, and I just, thank you for having us. Great job on the refs. I guess that's it.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Running through some other scores from around the valley now. Glenwood Springs fell to Steamboat 0-2 on Thursday. The Demons dropped to 8-4-1 on the season. Battle Mountain and Eagle Valley have a bit of a break before their next games, which come down the road next week. But the two matched up at Battle Mountain last week, and it was epic. Battle Mountain took the win 3-1 for the regular season sweep, where Jacob ME.THE had all 3 goals for the Huskies. What a night for that guy. Last but not least, Summit High went over to Carbondale and caught a win over Roaring Fork 1-0 to put them 1 away from 500 on the year, which is great for this Tigers team. They've been struggling off and on over the course of this season, so another win should get them back on track. Switching over to the gridiron, Thursday night, Vail Christian took on Soroco at home, where they picked up a huge win, beating the Rams 67-14. And with this victory, the Saints improved to 5-2 on the regular season. Friday night, the Glenwood Springs Demons hosted the Durango Demons and were dubbed the Lesser Demons, unfortunately, as they were shut out at home 48-0. That's a tough loss over there in Glenwood Springs. Eagle Valley, no game this week over in Gypsum. They'll have a week to catch their breath before one of their last remaining regular season matchups. Well, Pac-12 Media Day just wrapped up in Las Vegas for the 2023-24 basketball season. Head coach of CU women's basketball, J.R. PAYNE, and the team finished 3rd last year in the conference and are looking to improve on that mark in a new year. Back-to-back trips to the big dance confirm head coach of CU women's basketball, J.R. PAYNE, is no stranger to success. Now she enters her 8th season at the helm in Boulder. What have you learned in these past 8 years that you can't wait to implement the most into a new season?
Great question. I think early on we learned it's really important to be just true to who you are and what you want to be about. And so we've worked really hard to recruit the type of players that we want to be around, kids that are blue collar, hardworking, tough, do their job, be a great teammate. And so that hasn't really changed for us. Now that we've really locked into that in the past many years, we've created a culture where we are those things.
Coming off a run to the Sweet 16, PAYNE's team returned some of the best talent in the conference. She believes preseason all-conference players Jalen Sherrod and Quay Miller will set the tone.
I would say that nobody in the world has higher expectations of ourselves than we do. Like I said, our veterans do a great job of making sure that we're holding ourselves to the standard that we believe we're capable of.
PAYNE's confidence runs high for the season, which entails a tough non-conference schedule, beginning with the reigning national champions. But the Buffaloes team is hungry for the challenge.
When you look at how tough our schedule is, that tells you how I feel about our team, and our readiness to compete. We talked to our veterans about some of the games that were, put in front of us, and our veterans said, absolutely, we want these games, and so they wanted to be challenged in that way. We'll be prepared.
PAYNE believes the Pac-12 will be the most competitive conference in women's basketball this season. When league play starts, the Buffs will be ready. CU is set to take on LSU November 6th. Now we'll switch up the sport, but stick with the Buffs as we hit the gridiron as CU took on a struggling Stanford team. The Buffs put up 29 in the first half, where they went for 2 after their 3rd touchdown of the game. This was Travis Hunter's first game back since sustaining an injury in the Rocky Mountain Showdown with CSU, and he shined, but the team fell apart on defense in the second half and the offense stopped producing. Stanford began winning the line of scrimmage and put up 25 straight to make it a manageable game. Stanford has a chance to tie it up the game Stanford got a chance to tie it up before time expired with 5 seconds left in the game, and they drill a 46-yard field goal to send it to overtime. Buffs, with the momentum no longer on their side, and the Cardinals will pull off the overtime win in Boulder to snap a 4-game losing streak. Wow. And that 29-point lead is the largest blown lead ever in CU football history. The program started back in 1890. Not a great stat to have for Coach Prime and squad. A tough loss there for the Buffs. They had it. They were up 29-0 at the half, but just let it slip through their fingertips. We'll see what they can accomplish next week as they travel to Los Angeles to take on the Bruins. But make sure to continue coming back to us for all the latest coverage here in the Centennial State, in the Valley, and beyond. We'll catch you next time.